Alright, marketing, sales, and service students, Bullard High School. Let's go over the LinkedIn profile assignment on Google Classroom. I'm going to go over pretty much all the resources that are available and kind of tie in where the checklist, the LinkedIn profile checklist, goes with the rubric on how you'll be graded. Show you my example of what my LinkedIn looks like so you know what you're looking for, and that way you have all the tools for success on doing this assignment. So, looking here at the description of the assignment, you're using the documents and the videos attached to this assignment to create your LinkedIn profile. So this is important, you want to use your personal email address. Okay, because if you use the BHS Knight one, that's not one that's going to be around once you leave this high school. I only keep them around a couple years past. So make sure that you're using your personal email address, one that you might be using for your college applications or any jobs that you're looking for now. So that's one thing. And then make sure you're following the checklist and the rubric so that everything you need for a good grade and for making a great profile. Really important is that you are turning in your custom hyperlink to this assignment. So it's not a document you're turning in, you're not doing a screenshot, there's an actual hyperlink that you will customize, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. And then right here, extra credit, if you find my profile and then request to connect or link, then that will be a little bit of extra credit. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to go in between these two documents here, so the profile checklist and the rubric. This link right here, I believe I already went through in class as I did with this, and then very last I might go through this right here. So I'm going to open up a document that I already have right here. Okay, so the very first thing is you want to have a photo. It doesn't have to be fancy, just use your cell phone camera in front of a plain background, wear a nice shirt, and don't forget to smile. So the rubric part of this right here talks about the picture, and you can get up to 3 points on this. So minimum standard for approval, so professional looking picture, dress shirt, jacket, dress or blouse, blazer, but you know that's not like a honed in thing. Like, you're looking for, basically, bottom line, you're looking for business casual. You don't need a distracting background, just a nice smile. Headshot, like which is shoulder up, is preferable, so you don't need to be showing you hiking or out playing football. This is a semi-professional picture. So that would get you 3 points if that's what I'm looking at. Distracting backgrounds, different clothing styles would need improvement. And then if there's no picture at all, or it's too far away to figure out who you are, that sort of thing, or it's obvious that you cropped it and there was other people in it, then that might not be as professional a picture. The headline, you want to tell people what you're excited about now and the cool things you want to do in the future. So as far as the headline is concerned, you want to describe your time at high school and either skills you want to use or a specific industry or goal you are pursuing. Okay, so that's basically a simple but full information headline for you. The summary is to describe what motivates you, what you're skilled at, and what's next. So as far as the rubric is concerned, up to 5 points on this one. So you're going to have a clear description of who you are, written in first person. Describe strengths, accomplishments, using keywords for the industry you're interested in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Bullets can be quite effective, so you don't want to just do a couple lines on your summary. This is really something that you want to put some work into, because to be honest, when people who are making hiring decisions, they do read these summaries first to see if they want to read any further. So first to the headline, then they go to the summary, and then it's like, okay, let's see what this person is all about. Okay, next up on the checklist, experience. So the experience is basically going to be your living, breathing resume. So you can see over here, it's the part of their resume that they're putting for their experience. I don't know, yep, you have experience right here. So you have pertinent work experience, including volunteer and intern work. I had a question, on teams about, what if my volunteer work was only a day or two? Yeah, list that, especially if it's pertinent to like an industry that you want to be a part of. Short bulleted descriptions of tasks and duties are fine, the years that you worked, and that sort of thing. So you want to list as many things as possible. Now again, when we're hopefully by the end of the semester, everybody will have some sort of experience in the Blue Nation Student Store, and that's something that you can add to your work experience and will be valuable moving forward. Okay, honors and awards would be, I think, kind of in this. Is that in this section? No, but that might be part of the experience part. Skills section. They talk about honors and rewards. Let's see, projects they talk about, courses they talk about, skills and expertise they talk about. So I'm just going to go through the things on the grading rubric here. So the skills section, up to 50. I think they allow you to have up to 50. So we'll actually go through that part as a total class activity as far as the skills section goes. So, but bottom line for your actual LinkedIn profile, you've identified related skills to the industry that you're interested in, and you have at least 8 to 10 noted. So same skills may be found in summary section and in the headline. So you could have talked about some of those skills up here in your headline and summary, but you want to list them in your skills section. Because what's cool about the skills section is people who are in your group, you're connected with, like me hopefully, can go in there and see, someone knows how to do Photoshop, and I would be like, yes, because they were in Miss Corning's class. I will attest to that skill. So that's something that you want to do for the skill section. Education clearly states dates attending high school with the year of graduation or year of intended graduation. So for you guys, that'll be 2021. Okay, so that's it as far as like the rubric part. There are more places to fill out stuff on the actual LinkedIn profile itself. So they talked about these education things. Recommendations are something that you want to start looking at, especially if you're out there looking for a job, because letters of recommendation, you've already run into that with like college applications. The same thing applies for the job experience as well. So that is those two documents. Let's go here to the 10 things that should never ever appear in a LinkedIn profile. So you don't want to criticize people, organizations, entities, or groups, especially in this cancel culture. It's getting really dicey out there, but it's just a rule of general practice anyway in terms of professional etiquette. You want to avoid inappropriate, racy, or risque photos, images, or videos. Political or religious rants, okay, a product or service review, so nobody wants to be sold something on LinkedIn. A LinkedIn profile photo in an unprofessional setting or showing you looking less than mature and businesslike. Photo doesn't have to show you wearing business attire or in a business setting, but as viewers, we have to be able to imagine you at work. Number 6, spelling, usage, and grammatical errors. So it's just like an application or a resume. Like people who are going through this and they see a glaring grammatical or spelling error, it's just like, next, I'm going to go look at the next candidate. Proprietary information, so definitely don't, if you're coming from a job that had non-disclosure agreements for different processes and stuff, that's not something that you want to share on LinkedIn. Okay, well, because you can be sued for one thing, but it's just a bad look for someone who might want to hire you, and like, are they going to do that to us when they leave? Again, with images, post-conference company photos in Vegas and stuff, you're marketing yourself, so you want to make sure that things are more on the professional side. Remember that your LinkedIn profile also includes your comments on other LinkedIn users' blog posts and stuff. So again, that's part of your brand. And if you're out there, flaming people on their posts, then that's not a good look. And then lastly, never disclose private details about yourself or anyone else on your LinkedIn profile. So that's just kind of a top 10 things to avoid. So that's the LinkedIn profile. I'm going to drag over mine right now just so you can take a look. So once you log in, this is what the profile looks like. If I wanted to click over here and actually view my profile, I'll do that. And so here's the different sections. I could change that little background image. I think I might. So I've changed my profile recently. This is actually one from my wedding, so I was like, hey, I'm in a suit and tie, I'm looking pretty good, so I think I'll make this my profile for LinkedIn. My headline is short and to the point: marketing, sales, and service teacher, Blue Nation student store advisor, and tennis coach at Bullard High School. So it's just current information. I'm not referencing really anything from my past jobs. That's what like the rest of the profile is all about. Okay, so here's my summary, my about section. So I think I'm gonna, what's cool about this assignment every year is that I can go and actually update my LinkedIn profile as well. Not that I'm looking to go anywhere anytime soon. Hoping to be here in my position at Bullard High School until I retire. That's the goal, but it doesn't hurt to keep things updated just for networking purposes. So this about section, I think I need to maybe get a little more involved with it, but as it stands now, it says experienced entrepreneur with a demonstrated history of working in the aerospace and retail services industries, skilled in several Microsoft and Google applications, coaching, educational technology, management, and leadership, strong program and project management professional with a teaching credential focused in business, physical education, and science from CSU Fresno. So that's a good start to a summary. I think I can add more and actually get a little more skill-centric on there, and maybe even talk about a project that I'm proud of. So now we go down here and you can see basically my digital resume. So this is my current position that I've been in since 2014. Prior to that, I was a teacher at Thomas Jefferson Middle School in Madera for 4 years. Prior to that, for a couple years, I was a technical support customer service specialist with Williams Furnace Company in SoCal. That's where I'm from. And then my first career before I was a teacher, 5 years working as a program manager in marketing with Deutsche Defense Aerospace Operations. So that's kind of like my longest duration of job prior to teaching, and kind of where I got my marketing experience from. Your education position, so I've got 2 associate's degrees sitting here, and then I've got my teaching credentials and my undergrad business degree right there. I've got some certifications, which I'll talk about certifications in class that we have available to us coming up, hopefully. Now here's the skills section that I talked about. There's a quiz that you could take in order to help you figure out what skills you might put there. So I've got quite a few skills. I could probably add a few more. So again, that's where I might go and update my LinkedIn profile because of what we're doing in this assignment. So we'll definitely spend a lot of time there. I've got some certifications with Google. I need to add some Microsoft ones there. And there you go. So to add these sections, we click here. So here's the intro, here's the about. You can get so your work experience is all right here. So work experience, education, license and certifications, volunteer experience. You go to skills, you've got accomplishments. So you've got like courses, projects, honors, and awards. So that's the one that you guys kind of want to look for, is the accomplishments one, because that's where our rubric and that checklist has a few of those sections. And then under additional information, you can put something like that. So now, to get that URL for turning it into the assignment, you actually go over here and you click on your profile, and right here where it says edit public profile and URL, you click on that, and you're going to see this link right here. And so to edit it, you click that and you change the last part. So everybody's will start with www.linkedin.com/in/something, and I just simply put my first and last name. If you put your first and last name and it's not taken, great, do that. So that's what you'll do. You'll copy and paste this into the assignment on Google Classroom right here when you turn it in, once you've gone through this profile checklist and the rubric. So that's just a little more on what we're going to be doing with LinkedIn. Last thing, for that extra credit, if you were to go and look up my profile and reach out for a connection, you can do that. For instance, right here, I've already accepted quite a few, so here's one that I'll accept right now, and so that's going to be extra credit for Martina. So that's it for the LinkedIn for now. I'll show this in class, and I will see you in class.